Okay, so for this week's episode of Truth and Justice, we had to hear 13 through 17. 5 episodes is pretty long and it's too much. But it really digs deeper into different perspectives. Like, it makes you, like, see, like, what's that word? It makes you see, like, it's like an eye-opener, basically, for me. Well, for me it was, because, like, okay, so, like, Damien had his, like, this girl, and his, like, the parents didn't approve of the relationship, and so they tried running away, and, like, I forgot what they were doing, and I don't know if just Damien or both of them were arrested, I forgot, but from there, it led to the relationship to, like, end, and so that made him go into, like, a really bad place, in, like, really dark depression. And so his probation officer was Jerry Driver, which I found really, like, interesting. But just keep in mind this dude. But he was, like, very in like, what's that word? Invested in his life? Is that a word? To, like say that he was, involved. He was really involved in his life. And so another thing that I wrote down is that Dale was assisting Jerry Driver investigating Damien for nearly a year before the murders occurred, which I found crazy. And, like, they do mention that he was, like, investigating on, like, also on, like, the satanic cult things and stuff like that. And, like, another thing that stood out to me is that I don't know whose assistant it was, but they said that Steve Jones and Driver would drive around on full moons, like, in the night, to, like, stop child sacrifices in West Memphis, which is just, like, going back, like, that's all they wanted to, like, catch is, like, satanic things going on there. Like, that's their, like, they were really mainly focused on trying to catch people doing that, which I found weird and concerning. But the reason why Damien was committed was because he threatened to eat his parents. And so in his psych record, it says threatened to eat parents. And the person, like, the source that this came from was from Jerry Driver, which is, like, mad weird, because it's like the parents didn't make any record of, like him having violence or something like that, or, like, being violent. So, like, thinking about it, it makes me think that, was he trying to make Damien sound like a monster more than he is? Like, not more than he is, but, like, more than he actually is. Like he wanted to, like, build his case up that he was a part of satanic, like, he was doing that stuff just in case of one day, like, something similar actually happens. He has, like, someone to, like, point a finger out and, like, blame, which is mad sketchy. And so, yeah. And then the Steve guy, he's not even part of the Memphis police. Like, my dude, what are you doing? But another thing that stood out to me is that Alan wasn't the one who found the shoe floating. It was Steve Jones. And, like, one thing that, like, pisses me off is that they left this out of the police reports, and that he was never called to testify at the trial, which is, like, in my opinion, I think he should have, because it's like, if he was the one, like, who found it, he was, like, I don't know, it just makes me mad. And then the other guy that, like, was taking pictures, and, like, he claimed that he saw a pentagram tattoo on Damien's shoulder, or no, chest. But then his mom later, like, took a picture of his chest, and he had nothing. Like, my dude, what are you trying to prove? But there was, like, a lot of, like, a lot of rumors, like, this person said this, I overheard this and that. Like, the one girl who tipped, and then Jason was, like, involved in some minor trouble, with the law a few, like years earlier, and his probation officer was Steve Jones. So it's like something's not adding up. But okay, going back to the tip caller of that white older woman saying that she overheard like someone saying that Dominic and Damien had killed the 3 kids, and that some boy named LG took the kids' clothes, and LG told his mom to like lie about his whereabouts and stuff, which is manly suspicious about. I'm like, this dude needs to like what is his problem? Like, who is this dude? Because like, and then like before that anonymous tip, there was another tip before it, and I think her name was Narlene, and LG is named multiple times in that tip, which is like mad suspicious. And so another thing that stood out to me when like they're talking about this is that LJ was like his first day of work, and that he got out early, and then he went over to Marlene's house around like 2:40 p.m. and then he left, but then he came back with a box that apparently had like an awful smell to it, and like he like basically threatened that if like someone like, I think he dropped it at Narlene's house, I don't remember, but he was like if you touch it or step on it, like he threatened to like do something. So like I feel like that's suspicious. Like, my dude, what are you trying to do? Or what are you doing? But then like later on, LG does admit of being there the night of the murders. So it's just like, what is going on here? Like, I don't know. I just like, it's just a whole lot of things going on. Like especially like rumors. Like a lot of people like overhear things that are rumors, and like they just automatically believe it, and like even if it's not true, it's good to have it like the police noted and like investigate. But I don't know, those were my thoughts. It was just like, and the interview was really confusing with that one girl. But yeah, those were my thoughts.